It smells so, so bad. Oh! We gotta go over here. We're gonna go over here. Oh my God. Oh! Welcome to Dirt, Sweat, and Gears, where we are always living the dream. Because a nightmare is a type of dream. We are here in the flight path of my tenant's 8B boxes because we are working on my grandmother's 1976 Camaro Rally Sport. Well, it's my car now, but if you saw my last video where I introduced this car, my grandmother is the original owner of this car. She passed away 3 years ago, and in fact, she sold this car 30 years ago, and it's pretty much been sitting ever since. So today, we're gonna start working on this thing. We're really just gonna start cleaning it, because before I touch it, I need to clean it. It's really disgusting. Let's pick up the camera, because if you remember from my last video, I could not open the trunk, and I have it open now. Let's go take a look and see what is in here. So the first thing I noticed when I opened this trunk was just how heavy it is. And that's something that I really can't convey over video, but this trunk lid weighs about 1,000 pounds. I think it's even heavier than the TR7. But inside, we got a few things. Couple of VCRs that I don't want. I'm going to see if Craig wants them, and if not, I'm going to throw them in the trash. We've got what looks to be a part for the car. Got some shoes. I don't want them. Floor mats. I have no idea if these are original or not. I'm gonna hang on to them. Ooh, this may be where the car was purchased. Bayless Cadillacs, Glendale. I'm gonna keep this because if this is where this car was purchased, I want to find out. I want to find out if this is where this car was purchased, and if so, I'm keeping it because that might be a really cool find. We got the front plate over here. Some rags, fuel filter, jumper cables, some lights to something. Bumper jack. I don't want a bumper jack. I'm giving that back to him. I have like 3. This is a vent piece. This could be a piece for this car, or it might not be. I'm not sure. I'm going to set it aside and keep it. All right, and then the rest is just trash. So I'm going to clean that out once I have a little bit more protection on. So since this car is filled with dirt and leaves, I've got my precision tool for removing dirt and leaves. And as you can see, I got a respirator, glasses, and hat on, and gloves because it is very disgusting. And I have to scratch my nose. So it really sucks to be me. I'm really glad I wore all that gear. Ugh. That is gross, and it got everywhere. I hope none of it got in my beard. I'm going to take a shower after this, that's for sure. So let's take a look at what's left. There is clearly a lot left to be done, but I can't get at all this with a leaf blower, so I'm going to have to come in and use a shop vac and my hands to clean out the rest. Womp womp. Really, really gross, and in here, these are just completely filled. So that's fun. Oh, there's going to be something dead in there, isn't there? Oh, damn. Inside the car. I didn't accomplish much. I got some of the spider webs, you know, blown away, but really I just blew shit around. Oh God, it smells. Oh, there's a pile of trash that I'm gonna shovel and throw out. There's the door card. It's, yeah, cracked and ruined. I'm gonna have to replace that. And I'm gonna come back and take another whack at this door. I didn't really do much of a good job at all. What the fuck? This is a big job. It smells so bad in there. It smells so bad. We gotta go over here. We're gonna go over here. Oh my God. Oh, it smells so bad. Okay, so next I'm gonna do a little bit more relief blowing on the Pavoratin, and then I'm gonna go get a pressure washer, because this is just gonna be a lot of back and forth, you know. Leaf blower, shop vac, pressure washer, cleaning by hand, which is my favorite thing in the world. And we're gonna get this done, but yeah, we got to start somewhere. Oh God, what have I done? Oh. All of you people who aren't making use of your doors, you got a huge storage compartment in here. Think of all the things that you could be storing inside your door, like belt buckles, power steering fluid, spark plugs, and lug nuts. Fucking hell. There's so many leaves. Yeah. Oh, this is physically painful. And the seat. Oh. Can you just pick the car up and just shake it out? God. Oh. All right, so quick trip to Harbor Freight, and we've got a pressure washer with a foam cannon, as well as a little bit heavier duty vacuum. So if you noticed, when I was trying to clean it with my little shop vac, the hose was about that big. So it really wasn't able to get a whole lot. This is a much bigger hose. I mean, it's not huge, but it's probably about twice the size. I think it's a good 3-inch hose. So this should hopefully pick up the leaves much better. They didn't have in stock the one that I really wanted. I really wanted the 14-gallon because it had a little bit more power, but since they didn't have it in stock and I didn't want to spend twice as much money for a 14-gallon that had a little card on it, I decided to go with the 9-gallon. So this has 4.5 horsepower. Hopefully, like I said, it's going to be enough. I'm pretty sure it's going to be fine. Harbor Freight is not a sponsor of the channel, so I can say whatever I want about these things, but that said, Harbor Freight, if you're watching this and you want to sponsor me to do something, I will gladly show your products. In the meantime, we're going to start by unboxing the vacuum, and we're going to take it over the car and finish what I started. And let's just take a quick look. Oh, the bees are active today. All right, so down here in the car, you see this little vacuum was not able to pick up very much before it kept clogging. So that's what we're going to attack. And it smells so bad in here. I am going to just cut out the carpet with a razor knife. It's mostly destroyed anyway. So we're going to cut that out. We're going to take the seat out and probably try to cut everything out, all of the carpet from front to back. And then I don't know if I'm going to mess with the back seat today. I may do that tomorrow. even with the respirator, my lungs are just trashed. I don't know if there's how much more I can handle today. So I'm probably gonna call it there for vacuuming and, you know, kicking up dust. So let's take a look at what I've uncovered so far, because it's not wonderful. In the trunk, we've got some rot here, and we've got a hole here. I suppose it could be a lot worse, but that is not happy. That does not make me happy one bit. It is earning the name Pavarotten. So in the front of the car, I know I said I was going to cut the carpet out, but what I really meant was I was going to pull it out with my hands, because it was really ready to go. And it looks like there's even more shit on this side, even after, oh, it must have kicked over from the other side. So, yeah, we got some rotten floor pans. I don't think that's atypical of these cars. And we got a hole up there. So there's a hole there. That floor pan is rotten. I'm not at all surprised, because this window was down for 30 years. And it's probably going to be a similar story all the way back here. I'm going to take this seat out later. Like I said, I'm pretty torn up. I can barely breathe, and I'm coughing like crazy, even with the respirator. I guess my beard does not lend itself well to respirators. Let's move on to the other side. The passenger side, not nearly as bad as the driver's side, probably because the window was up. There is a little bit of rust, but I think that is not so bad. I think we could probably sand that down. It gets a little sketchy right here, so there might be a little bit of patching, but I don't think we're gonna have to replace the whole floor pan on this side. But we'll see once we get this seat out and the carpet taken out, which we're gonna do another day. And the back seats, kind of the same story. I just wanted to get the big stuff out. I wasn't worried about getting them perfect or getting anything, you know, beyond the sticks and leaves out. I don't want to know yet. It's we could see from back here it's bad. So I'm just not ready for that yet. I'm not ready to experience that just yet. So next up, oh, it smells so bad. So next up, I'm going to clear out all of this carpet and crap, because it smells really horrible. I know I'm going to have to take off this cowl grill because there's a bunch of leaves in there, but I don't think I want to do that today. I think today, since we bought that Harbor Freight pressure washer, I want to get a little bit of cheap and easy satisfaction. And you know what is cheap and easy satisfaction on a car like this? That's a good wash. Well, I don't want to turn any wrenches today, but I do want some satisfaction. I think I've earned that. So next we're going to pressure wash this thing, because right now it's very depressing to look at. And hopefully a pressure wash with the foam cannon that came with this Harbor Freight pressure washer is going to do the job. Let's get started. So next we're going to see how this foam cannon works with our, we're just going to use a regular old degreaser here, and just to do a first pass on this. I don't have any car wash, so we're just using our degreaser. Yeah, I think a high foam solution would be a better idea here, but hey, working with what we got. So all of you comment warriors are probably writing right now about how I'm letting water get into this window. Honestly, this is no different than the condition it's been in for the past 30 years. So I don't really think I'm making it worse. Honestly, this is going to come out real soon, so this is like one more day. It can handle a little bit more water for one more day. It's not going to ruin the car any more than it already is. Well, it's less gross. I mean, not much, but I think we're ready for the next step. So I'm going to let this thing dry overnight because it's pretty damp in here, and I just don't want to deal with it. Not only does it smell really bad now that it's all wet, but it's attracting a lot of life. Those bees are starting to hover around me. They're kind of in their late day frenzy. So they're coming to visit a lot, and there's other wildlife around here. I've seen some, bugs that I don't like. I am illogically afraid of bugs. Let's just say that. So we're going to come back tomorrow when this is all dried out and probably try to remove the seats and the cowl piece. Well, it's a new day. I said a new day, not a nude day. I'm trying to get my channel monetized, not deleted. We're back here with the Pavarotti, and next up, we got to remove these seats because it still smells really bad. This thing has been drying overnight, and if there's anything left to smell, that needs to come out. So the seats and the carpet definitely all need to come out, and as you can see, there's been a little bit more stuff that has fallen out from under the dash while I was removing the carpet from the other side. So that tells me that some of this crap has made it up somewhere, and I'm probably definitely going to have to remove the entire dashboard at some point. So it's very likely that stuff will continue to fall out of that. But we're going to just kind of take that as it comes. Once we get the seats out, we're going to take care of this cowl situation and then see where that leaves us. Oh. Okay, that's a problem. So the rails must be pretty rusted because I can't move the seat up at all. That's a problem because I can't get to these back bolts if I can't move the seat up. Oh my God. Why is this my life? What have I done? Oh my God, what have I done? I can't get it to move at all. Now I may notice a change in wardrobe, and that's because I tried to sit in this thing to push it. So I had my wife come out and hold the lever out while I tried to push it forward with my feet. This thing didn't move, so it's quite proper stuck. So we're going to have to escalate the level of violence that's needed to remove this seat, because this seat must come out. So we've escalated to maximum violence. The driver's side broke off pretty easily, and that's because it was very, very rusty just from water coming in on the driver's side. But it's a little less so over here, but I can reach it now. And we are free. Needless to say, I don't think this can be saved. So, put away your pitchforks. You know, nut and bolt restoration, guys. This seat was ruined. I'm gonna chuck it over here. It's sad, but that's the reality. So we got a whole bunch of crap in here. I got to pull out the carpet, vacuum all of this crap, and pick out the stuff that the vacuum shouldn't be picking up. So the seat is out, and I gotta say, I am less disappointed than I thought I would be. Obviously, it's really bad back here, but back here, it's much less bad. And I'll take much less bad. You see how the rest of these bolts were? These were for the rear of the seat. There was no way I was getting to these. They were buried under, and I think I'm going to have a hard time removing them just like they are now. But that's okay. The seat's out of the way. I can let that soak in lots and lots and lots of WD-40 for as long as I want before trying to remove them. So next, we're going to tackle the passenger seat. I'm hoping it's less bad than the driver's seat. So it did pop out. All I did was rock it back and forth until the rails broke. And again, the fucking bee. Come on, dude. The bees like this car, I guess. My God. And then here's the seat itself. You see here the rails were totally gone. I mean, there was no saving the bottom half of this seat. So I have no regrets. Feel free to roast me in the comments if you think this was worth trying to preserve. We have a disagreement. So it looks like I could have, if I could have reached both of these bolts. I mean, in fact, I tried to turn it, and I was having a really bad time. And that's when I noticed the driver's side had already broken. So that's when I noticed I was able to see up here and be able to cut this. All right, so this seat actually isn't too bad. As you know, I broke these rails, so that kind of sucks. But the rails look like they just bolt into the seat. So I could probably just replace the rails without having to replace the whole rest of the seat. Yeah, we're going to need new padding, and yeah, we're going to need new upholstery, but I think this frame can be saved. The other frame, I'm less sure about because it got a lot more weather. But this frame, I think we're going to be okay. I just have to put new rails on it, that's all. And then inside the car here, oh, that's bad. So I got a lot of cleanup to do, and I'll check in with you once that's done. I don't think I want to know what that is, but I'm very glad that I'm wearing a respirator. Inside the car, this side is less bad than it could have been. You see, whatever that white insulation stuff is, most of it's still actually white. And I've been pulling it out, and hopefully I won't give myself cancer or something. There is still plenty of stuff underneath that console, and by stuff I mean more than what came with the car from the factory. I saw some little nuts fall out. I saw a bee go in, so this may be a beehive in the next few days, but I'm not going to deal with that problem right now. We're going to go under the hood and pull off the cowl vents and vacuum out all the crap that's in there. Oh my, oh my. I'm going to pick you up and look at this. Look at all that. That has to come out of the car. Let's get the vacuum in on it. Well, it's less bad. It's not full of leaves. Definitely needs a lot more cleaning, but it is less bad than it was before. And surprisingly, the rust doesn't look too horrible. There's a couple of gnarly spots, but it's not nearly as rotted as I thought it would be, especially given our experience in the trunk and the driver's side floor pan. That's pretty rusty. I'm gonna have to replace that. That looks like a vent. But it cleaned up. I'm not gonna say it cleaned up well, because there's still a long way to go. But the bees are starting to swarm. Alright, I didn't really want to do this because I worked really hard today, but I'm wearing the jumpsuit right now. We're so close to a milestone, and you guys deserve a milestone. So we're going to do this. We're going to pull out this rear seat and the rest of this carpet. Oh! Oh! I'm not getting my hand up there. Unless that's the bar he's looking at. He said there's a bar that you're supposed to be able to locate and then push back and then up. Well, that seems so easy on YouTube. Oh, this is not good. I am not happy. What? I think that one came loose. Yeah! Whew! That was hard. That was not easy at all. Oh! Oh. Yeet! There's the reel. Easy. My guess is because it's never been out of the car. That's my guess. Yeah! Yeet! That was far from the worst part of it. I'll say that. Yeet! So we have successfully stripped the interior of all of that disgusting leaves and rotten carpet, and it is so much less bad in there. This is a huge milestone because while there's gonna be projects that are more physically demanding, there's also gonna be more projects that are more technically challenging. This was the most psychologically demanding, because there's a huge ick factor that comes with a car that has been buried in crap for 30 years. And to be able to, first of all, overcome my own apprehension with that, but also to clear it out and find out it actually wasn't as bad as it could have been. There were no dead bodies in there. And I gotta say, this stage of the project really was as terrible as I thought it was gonna be. There was so much dust, my lungs hurt, I'm, contorting my body into a car that I'm learning for the first time, sticking my hands in really creepy, gross spaces, hearing noises that just make me want to throw up. But I got through it, and I got through it in large part thanks to your support, because your encouragement and your support is really keeping me motivated to get through some of the hardest challenges of working on this car. And you're going to help me make the right decisions on this car going forward as well. And now that I'm through this phase of this project, I've learned a lot about the car and started to develop a relationship with it. Some things were worse than I thought, but other things were not nearly as bad as I thought. And that is really great motivation to keep going. It gets me really excited about working on this car. I'm starting to feel like it's my car now, and that is really, really special, because I'm not only developing a relationship with the car, but I'm also uncovering things about it, like I found directions that were written on a Post-it note by my grandmother. I found a golf pencil. I found a golf tee. This is definitely left by my grandpa. And so it's just really cool. The more I dig into this car, the more I'm starting to forge those connections and really develop a relationship with this car. So this is a really great high note to wrap this up in. Stay tuned for the next video. It's probably going to take a couple of weeks. And that's because the next stage of this car is to turn it over and see if I can get it running. And that's going to take a while, because this is a process that I really don't want to rush. I want to do it right. I don't want to damage the internals of the motor. I don't want to, suck in a bunch of rust from the fuel tank or whatever's in there. I have no idea what I'm up against, so I'm going to take it slow. So stay tuned for my next video. I think we're actually going to check in on the Maverick. I have 3 videos in the bank right now, and the most exciting one, the most relatable to this project, is my 73 Maverick. We're going to check in on that. Because not only is the Maverick a really cool car, but it's also, its fate is directly related to this car. And that's going to mean some hard decisions for me, and just stay tuned. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you're here because of this amazing Camaro, well, welcome to the channel, and thank you so much for joining. I really have something for everyone on my channel, because I've got, the Camaro, I've got the Maverick, but I've also got the Studebaker. If you like British cars, I've got a TR7, I've got a Jeep, and I've got a couple of Japanese cars. So things are gonna rotate around. So if you don't see this car for a few weeks, just stay tuned. And, that's why you want to subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you see, like, share, subscribe, and comment. And if you don't like what you see, maybe I said something wrong. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe I cut something I shouldn't have cut, because I did kind of do a number on those seats. If you don't like what you see, leave a comment. Let me know, because I want to do this right. And your comments, the community, is going to help me make sure that I do this car justice. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.